I need to get her to go into some kind of enclosure. Look at this, you guys. This is my titty. Oh, that's weird. I'm listening to Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, a John Mark Comer, and I'm filming at the same time. I can hear the audio while I'm filming. I might have to lock these guys in here, at least for now. All right.
Watching Urban Rescue Ranch with my wife, and let's see, that's not how you start it. I was watching Urban Rescue Ranch with my wife, and Ben remarked that he was listening to The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. It's a book that seems positive, though it has a pretty intense title. Wikipedia says hurry is related to the word horse, so I looked at the etymology of horse, and there is a Proto-Germanic root called Husa. It's H-R-U-S-S-A. Whether or not that's how it's pronounced, that's how it's spelled. Let's see. Wait, I'm lost. Okay, it looks and sounds familiar, doesn't it? If we apply ancient Greek grammar to it, it is Rusa. By doing that, we minimize the H using a rough breathing mark, which is as an apostrophe facing to the left. To the right. And that is standard practice in ancient Greek when an H precedes a vowel in the prefix. And this is called magic spelling. The word grimoire is a variant of the French word grammar. A grimoire is G-R-I-M-O-I-R-E. And grammar, I don't know how to pronounce French. G-R-A-M-M-A-I-R-E. Do you see the difference? The vowels shift. A consonant ellisons or multiplies. Yes, sir. Do you know what ellison means?
No, I don't.
It's whenever you remove a letter. Ellisons or multiplies. Where was it? Ah, yes. They, that being grammar or whatever, and grimoire, they are cognate with our word grammar, and from the Greek grammaticus, which means knowing one's letters. So to have grammar means to understand the word. And a grimoire is an understanding of words. That's a person's grimoire is their knowledge of the words. So it is not even necessarily a book. You can put it to paper and record it that way, but grimoire is simply your knowledge of how to make words. Wiktionary, the Wiccan Dictionary, says it means magician or conjurer. And they are also cognate with the Scottish word glamour, G-L-A-M-O-U-R, which has a pretty far-out article on Wiktionary that you should read. Really. So my book about 1770 says the Russians were magically enslaved and had been a marvelous civilization 2,000 years before. And as God's people, we are always busy creating. And amen, we are magically enslaved. We employed the horse extensively in everything we did before the mass distribution of cars. So what is the elimination of hurry? So it occurred to me to look up her in Hebrew, because Hebrew is the root. And this is what I found. It's not in the Torah. He is a man. Her is a person. A man. Wow, look at that inversion. And then we use her to refer to a woman. In rabbinic tradition, her is a companion of Moses and Aaron. If you're not, I'll just give you a refresher on the relationship between Moses and Aaron. They're brothers, and they were leading Israel out in the desert. You know, Moses was leading Israel through the desert, and then he went up onto Mount Sinai to receive the 10 words from God. Have you heard of them being called the 10 words?
From you.
Or otherwise the 10 Commandments, as they say. Moses goes up, and then everybody gets impatient, and they're sick of waiting for God. And girl.
I remember the tale.
Okay. They tell him, give us an idol to worship. And he takes their golden jewelry and fashions it into a golden calf for them to worship. Okay, so Wikipedia says, Moses told the people that Aaron and Hur are with you. Whosoever has a cause, let him come near unto them. However, only Aaron is mentioned in the later account of events during Moses' absence in the creation of the golden calf. So the rabbis remember him, but he's not in the Torah. Or let me rephrase that. The masters remember him, or they remember her, but he's not in the Torah. It's almost like he's been eliminated from the Torah. Her was eliminated from the Torah. Although the masters, they remember him. So who is her? In Hebrew, it is spelled Het-Wa-Resh. In the modern Hebrew spelling, that is, which is, phonetically, it translates to cur. Right? Like a dog, like a dirty dog. Because het is pronounced k. But the het is a corruption of the he, which is logos, the spirit of truth. Het is a wall. He was already there. He is the exhale. It's the breath of life. And then het. Oh, wow, listen to this. Listen to it phonetically. We have. So how are we going to stop? It's that's the sound we make when we act. I don't know, I associate that with the motion of cutting someone's throat, if that makes any sense. You never did? It's called an onomatopoeia. So, and this is the mark of the beast. Pinned down and idled in the desert, distracted from going into our Father's kingdom. Watch the video. Did you watch? Yeah, I showed it to you. The video I posted about the Star of Remphan and 6 Million featuring Fasted, or Fast Ed. Mm-hmm. Hey, Simon. So, I suppose we, who are having these sorts of conversations, we are her. Wow, her. What would her have done when Israel asked for an idol to worship? And what happened to him? And now watch this. I'm going to use my God powers right now to know. Aaron murdered him. Is that logical? Well, he was a companion of Aaron and Moses. Moses went up on the mountain, and then there was no mention of her whenever he went up on the mountain. Then it was just, give us an idol, and then Aaron made him an idol. The ruthless elimination of her seems to me to be the elimination of the thing which would prevent the idolization of the golden calf.
How does that make sense?
Well, he was wearing pink Urban Rescue
Jesus
Ranch is a
shirt.
psyop.
I don't know when he's doing the Jesus thing. And he's talking, he brought up the book. And all I did was look into the word hurry. And it led me to her. The ruthless elimination of Hurry. It led me to her, which was eliminated by Aaron in order to lead Israel astray and bring them into worship before the golden calf.
Could the book not be explaining how that's a bad thing?
I don't know what the book explains.
Yeah, see.
Well, no. The book is about slowing down and not being so fast. What would Ed think of that?
Okay, well maybe you should slow down and not be so fast to call him Messiah out because he's reading a book like that. And
why are you trying to slow me down? That's the mark of the beast. That's carbonization. That's taking a pin and sticking it in somebody and saying, don't move. You stay right here. You worship that golden idol. We're not going to that river, and you're not going to cross it. We're going to stay here in the desert and love our idols.
no, I see it as you need to slow down and not be so quick to judge and just absorb things around you.
You're right, You're right that I could be wrong. I'm just telling you
To
about
observe.
my logical conclusion, because I have a feeling that, I have a knowledge that many things are intentional that we take for granted.
You know how people walk around and put things places they don't remember, or just stare at their phone for hours idly? It's because they aren't aware of themselves.
The hurry has been eliminated in them. They have eliminated hurry, and they idle in unawareness about themselves.
But both of what I just mentioned is the same thing. One's going too fast, the other's going too slow, but both equal the fact that they are unaware.
We don't agree about going too fast. I mean, my rabbi told me I have ADHD.
Yeah, and I think
I don't
you
agree
can
with my
control
rabbi.
it
I don't think
if you slow yourself down and become aware of what you do.
Yeah, but my rabbi lied. He's not really a disorder. It's not a thing I have to control.
There is something different.
Intelligence. There's a positive correlation
So
between ADHD.
Intelligence keeps you from closing the closet door.
No, that's something different.
Or putting the food back in the microwave.
No, that's me adapting to a new way of life.
Or forgetting to do half the things I ask you to do.
No comment.
There's still stuff you need to put in the attic.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
But instead we're sitting here recording this.
Well, we have ruthlessly eliminated hurry.
Okay, y'all. So I had actually just uploaded this, and then I came to JewishEncyclopedia.com and read the article, and then I at once deleted the video I had just uploaded. Her, biblical data, man of Judah, the grandfather of Bezaleel, the chief artificer of the tabernacle. According to the fuller genealogy in 1 Chronicles 2:18-20, he was the firstborn son of Ephrath, the second wife of Caleb ben Hezron. Besides Uri, Hur had 3 other sons, founders of Kirjath Jearim, Bethlehem, and Beth Gadir. In 1 Chronicles 4:4, however, Hur is called the father of Bethlehem. That's the house of bread. The house being the body, bread being the mind. He is the father of Bethlehem, the house of bread. Check this out, y'all. He is first mentioned with Moses and Aaron on the occasion of the battle with Amalek at Rephidim, when he aided Aaron to uphold the hands of Moses. He is again mentioned as having, with Aaron, been left in charge of the people while Moses ascended Mount Sinai. Hur was the husband of Miriam. In the Targum to 1 Chronicles 2:19, 4, Hur's mother, Ephrath, is identified with Miriam. There is a tendency among modern critics to regard the Hur associated with Moses as another than Hur, grandfather of Bezaleel. In rabbinical literature, Hur was the son of Caleb. Caleb being one of the spies in Israel, in Canaan after Israel had come into the Promised Land. Hur was the son of Caleb, and when Moses was about to be taken by God, he appointed his nephew Hur with Aaron as leader of the people. While Moses tarried on the mountain, the people came to Aaron and Hur with the request to make them a god in the place of Moses. Then Hur, remembering his lineage and high position, rose up and severely reproved the people for their godless intentions. But they, aroused to anger, fell upon him and slew him. The sight of his lifeless body induced Aaron to comply with the wishes of the people, as he preferred to commit a sin himself rather than see the people burdened with the crime of a second murder. Yeah, that's a funny way of putting that. As a reward for Hur's martyrdom, his son Bezaleel was the builder of the tabernacle. And one of his descendants was Solomon, who had built the temple. Very thought-provoking. The fourth of the 5 kings of Midian who were slain with Balaam and who are described in Joshua 13:21 as princes of Midian and dukes of Zion, father of the Rephaiah, who ruled the half part of Jerusalem, which is the city of peace, which is a group of peaceful people, and assisted Nehemiah in the repair of the walls around their peace, reconstructing society such that it's conducive to peace. And the first thing they built was the sheep gate, which is Jesus Christ. That's amazing. What's really, really funny is that I would have had my video prepared, and if I had only not hurried, if I hadn't been in such a hurry, and I had thought to read this article sooner,